What's going on, traders? I don't know if I'm back on my regular voice or if I'm still Darth Vader Mitch, but like always, smash that thumbs up. We're going to talk all about the meme stocks today. I'm going to tell you what was my indicator that really pointed me to the meme stocks as we saw that run go right after the show. Yesterday, we were talking about the move in AMC that we wanted to see. And guess what? Exactly what we got. We're going to be looking to see if we get another run in the after hours. But like always, hit the like and let's get Money Mitch started.
It's time for Money Making Mitch. When investors need a story, we're going to the moon. Welcome to Money Mitch, where story is everything. I'm here to find you the next opportunity. It's all about the green hands. Now we all know the bull market is here to stay. Money Mitch.
What's up, my traders? How we doing? Welcome back to Money Mitch, the one and only. Yes, that's money, dude. You already know. RM in the house. Dylan, Lino's crypto in the house. Where did Meta Mitch go? Guess what? It looks like I got my voice back. Looks like my voice is okay. Please let me know in the chat if I don't sound like Darth Vader. Been battling with this. I don't even know what's been going on lately. But hey, right now I'm fixed. It looks like it. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at the overall market. Got my voice back, Kevin. Yes, I got it back. Let's hit a thumbs up. You guys might enjoy the show. Mitch, why was your voice so high pitched? Oh yeah, that helium. That helium. Let me just say, thumbs up. Let's keep going. Crystal clear. Hey, I don't know what was going on. I have a good mic setup, but I don't know what's going on with it. Let's take a look at the overall market. What did we get, guys? Another push in the SPY. We've been on pure melt up mode. We've done about a 7% move, maybe about about 7% right here. That's a big push in the SPY, guys. With that being said, I don't know how long this will last, but for right now, the money flow is still pointing to the upside. We're definitely getting towards the RSI high here on the 90. Last time it was at these levels. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So last time it was above 88. So we're going to take a look here. When was the last time? It was right here in this period of time. And then what did we do? We actually started downtrending, popped up, and then really broke down. So just be careful here. I think we can get a little bit more, but we are going to eventually start running into some resistance and be looking for some pullbacks. But as long as it can hold 453s on pullbacks, I'm not going to really too stress about the overall market. Let's take a look here at the Qs. Qs doing what? Exactly what we looked at on the SPY. Another push there in the Qs. Let's take a look at some sectors, see what was hot and what was not. Consumer cyclicals from the open up about 1.46. This is so important, guys. I always pay attention from the open. I think it's very important. Percent change since the open daily. As you guys can see, consumer cyclicals really pushing on out. Some of those plays that you guys could have looked at today. Of course, we got our meme stock that retraced, but let's take a look at some other ones. CRTO really shot up. That's an advertisement agency. TCS. This is a consumer cyclical sector in specialty retail. A lot of what we talked about on here, we've been talking about it. GME, we'll get into it. Dillard's having a good day. But if we look at our industries, what really led? Department stores, Macy's. I actually ended up selling Macy's on Monday. So it looks like I sold too early, guys. It happens. It happens to us all. So what can I do? Can't be upset about it, but definitely Macy's continuing to run. I ended up trading this one, only getting I got 6% on the name. Wasn't a bad move, but can't be mad. Nice trade in Macy's, and Macy's continuing to run. DDS, look at this move. This thing's been really rocketing lately. So this is why you got to understand trends. This is still in an uptrend and pushing strong. Dillard's, how is it doing this? Don't ask me because I don't know about Dillard's, but definitely we'll see what happens. Go SPY, go. What's up, Richard? It's good to see you. Meta Mitch since like 7 a.m. They were ragging on him. Hey, that's how it is, man. Can't go mad. Let's go ahead. Look, I like Big Bubba Mitch voice better. Says Paint Surgeon. Hey, what can I do, man? Some people like the voice, some people don't. I'm just gonna roll with it like always. Let's see what other stocks were moving up today. Apparel manufacturing, one that I was looking to see if it was going to get hot, was a 7% move. Meme stock here, Naked. Look to see if Naked can continue to move with the meme stocks. That was one that I wanted to take a look at. Under Armour, of course, holding the gap. It might come down through that gap, so just be careful on that one. Ralph Lauren also bouncing back, but not much there. Levi's I saw was also having a good day, but not really much there also. Let's continue in this. What other stocks are we seeing move? We could see a 4% move in luxury. Fossil leading the way in that push. Look at this chart here, guys. I already had this drawn before. Look how symmetrical Fossil is looking. It's looking like it wants to start getting hot. We've been hearing on supply shortages of watch. Of course, that came from Rolex, but could this get strong and start pushing? Yes, it could. It's also a high short interest float. Take a look there. FOSL. I definitely keep it on watch. And what we're going to do is we're going to set an alert here at $14. So we want it to get above 14. So I'm going to put 1403 here to alert me and let me know immediately when it gets above the levels that I'm watching. Time to catch up with the chat. What's up, guys? If you're new to the show, say hello. Give me a thumbs up. Looks like we're getting about 117 people in right now. I've been talking about AMC for a while, so we'll get into AMC in a second. But, of course, strong day. Consumer defensives also. Grocery stores doing good. One that I sold today that maybe I should have kept a little bit was Sam's. It was really starting to come back strong, but I wanted to use that capital to rotate into a different play, a play that can move faster and not have such low volatility at this time. But Sam's definitely bouncing back. And if it holds 500 now, I do like this name. So it's not like you're completely away from the trade. You could still take a trade here at 500, I think, and just hold off of that level and maybe go off the 490s. I was in 486, so I was in a good level. I was down here looking at the stock reversing, but I did take some profit into the move today. Bud is the reason why I took that trade, because Bud had good earnings. And when it had good earnings, I looked for the laggard play into the same industry, and I went into Sam's. All right, Taps having a good day also. And AmBev also having a good day also. We'll see how those continue to move. Beverages making lifts on up. Rad having a great day today, up 8%, guys, really pushing on up there to 1550s, holding the VWAP here. So that's a good sign there, showing some strength. It could continue to break out, and you know it. We'll keep this one on watch. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Pets. Pets looking strong also. Look how this one is going up. And what is this one? Of course, short interest float. This one has a short interest, a low float, could rocket at any moment, but be careful on this one because I don't like the story, but I can tell you right now, I do like the way that this price action is coming into it. And as you can see, it only traded 984,000 shares today. So very low float type of stock that when it moves, it gets some gas pedal. All right, let's go ahead. What other ones are moving out there? I did see also basic materials up strong. Agriculture inputs was one of the highest ones in there. FMC was one of those stocks that did have a good push. Also, SMG, which is Scott's Miracle Grow. This is actually a cannabis play. I know that a lot of people don't know Scott's Miracle Grow for cannabis, but it is a cannabis play. I'll definitely keep watching this one. SMG started going, and there's some other plays that are starting to move here. IPI, Intrepid, Pot Stash looks like this one's trying to hold a pullback to 40, get back up there towards 50. Keep your eyes on these. Lumber having a good day also, 3.24%. BCC is the one to watch there. Look how this one's already broken through the 61.27. Strong 3-day move. Really going to continue to watch this because if we get the trend back into lumber, that it's going to really keep rising. You watch for this trend to continue moving. And if it's lumber, you can also look for HD, Home Depot to increase in price there. Also, Lowe's could also continue moving with that basic materials lumber type of play. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some of these stocks that were moving here. I wanted to talk about the meme stocks today. So definitely give me a thumbs up if you're into some of these meme stocks. But really, what I wanted to mention was you have to go ahead and try to watch the leaders. For me, the real indicator is GME, GameStop. When everyone was getting exciting this morning, a lot of it was when GameStop was coming up. That's what I think really triggered a lot of the Reddit, Wall Street Bets, and the apes to really go back to these stocks and look to get them to start pushing. So that's why I think Triple B really got started. The catalyst helped it, but why did people were looking at Triple B? Why is because of the starting move in GME. So let me point towards that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So in GME, what could have started this? Really, I think this was the day that started it right here, because at the end of the day, we weren't breaking through this 200 before. Every time we were getting towards this 200, we were freezing up. Last time we broke on up, we froze down. Last time, it didn't give you that burst of energy and burst of volume through that level. Now that we got that level through that 200, I was looking for 200s to hold on Tuesday, and that's exactly what we got here. It went above it, but then held it. That's what got me long on AMC. Also, with the story changing about the revenues coming back to pre-pandemic revenue is very important for AMC. And now you're seeing that lift. I think that candle was the one that led Triple BY to even be on the radar of traders, so that's how you got that big pop and a continuation up there towards 28. Of course, this one pulled back all the way back down today. I actually took a trade on it right here off of 22.17 or the risk of 21.82s. Was stopped out on it. It was a small position, but that's what it's all about. I took my shot on it, and I'm also still in AMC watching these. But definitely, I'm going to keep a watch out on a bunch of these meme stocks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the one and only AMC. So AMC definitely finally started pushing on up, getting through the levels that we were talking about. One of the things that we had pointed out was this resistance, and could it get through that resistance? Yesterday, it just popped through on there. Today at the open, we actually got on through there, 44.21 as the high. We want to get back through 44 tomorrow. That's what I'm going to call out. I don't want to see this start stumbling down here. We want to see a continuation move, open strong, get right through that 44 tomorrow. If for any reason it doesn't, then we can start taking a look at taking some profits, because the momentum isn't continuing. For right now, I'm looking for that momentum to take off. One of the things that could help us is this chalk in money flow. You want to see it get into the positives. Right now it's at -3, and we're looking to see also the ADX. It's starting to cross, look like it's starting to come on up. We want to see this start really pushing towards the 30s and see this RSI start ticking on up there towards the 80s and 90s. And then we can see AMC test that line. If we test that line, I think we get towards the 50s. We'll see what happens in AMC and these meme stocks if they can continue to make a move. Know what meme stock has the smallest float? To me, the meme stock that has the smallest float, and you guys got to kind of fact check this, but to me, it would probably be NAKD. So Naked has a small float, but there's also COS. COS, I know, has a small float too. And then there's just going to be a bunch of these. Really, it's not only about the float, it's about the short interest also. So one that I was looking for to get a good push was NEG. NEG is starting to balance out here on the bottom. It did get a push in the morning, but then it kind of faded away. You saw this big pop here. Somebody was definitely jumping on in. I'm watching this one to continue seeing if this one's going to be another meme stock and really start moving. It was, and I think it could get moving. Cost is 4.0, 4.5. SWW is talking about. Hey, I'll take a look. That's a good question. You know what? I'm not going to act like I know 100% the answer right now, but I'm going to get you that answer. That's a great question. So if you want SWW, you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Story Investor, as you guys see it here. go ahead and add me. And what I'll do is I'll do some research and I'll make sure I post that answer up before open market tomorrow morning so that you guys can react if that's the information you need. All right, Jay Phillips, let's keep it going. Let's start catching up with the chat. I'm going to start going into the stocks in the chat to give you guys a chance to talk about some stocks. But there's a couple more that I want to mention. It's in specialty retailers. That's what I've been watching for a lot here. Been waiting for this to really start making moves, and we really started getting some moves as of recent. So we look into industrials here, and we're going to look at, there you go. No, it's in consumer cyclicals. There it is, specialty retail. So this is the area that I've really been watching for it to get hot. Reason why is it's starting to bounce off this bottom flooring, and I thought it was going to get this nice lift. You see how this pattern looks like it really wants to just break on out? This is what I'm going to be watching. Some of the stocks in here. What are the names? So we can look right here. That's why I love using my TC2000 because it helps me really quickly find the stocks that are in this. So if we look at TCS is a good one. One that I gave out more than a week ago was BGFV. I've been drawing out these spots looking for the move, and then I saw this nice lift. It pulled back. It actually stopped me out, and I'm not in this name. I'm kind of annoyed at myself on this, but I had that feeling that it was going to get back on through that peaks that you see, kind of where the peaks were. And I had drawn this before this had gone into, actually created this on October 18th. So that's how long I've been looking for BGFV to make this move. And as you guys can see, great move out of the push there. HIBB, very similar stock. Also sports pushing on up there. Not a bad day. DKS was another one that I gave this morning. And look at this move alone. Over 7% move just from today. Definitely going to keep watching this one to see if it can continue making moves. Overstock is one that I've been talking about for a while, looking for a move towards 120. First call out was 100. Now it's up there towards past 105. We'll see if it can continue making a move towards 120, but definitely a great breakout in Overstock, and we'll keep these on watch. All right, guys, time to take some stocks from the chat, so throw them in the chat. I'll start rolling through them, and let's keep it going. All right, so I was going to scroll up a little bit to try to catch some of these other stocks that have been mentioned. Definitely smash that like. Let's keep going. Looks like KULR for my man on the Pembroke Road. Let's take a look at that. KULR. All right, so you're looking at this stock. Look how I've had this stock drawn out for you. And what did I wanted to point? Literally, I drew this line on 10/6, right? On that day. That's why I like this platform also. It literally tells you guys when I drew it. So let me show you guys right now what I'm talking about. So KULR, we've already kind of drawn out this area, and I drew this out for a buy zone, kind of the area that I was looking for it to pull back. And it actually just held off that support, then just ripped on up. That's why you always got to have your levels. We were looking for this to come back on up. One of the big things that was going to point to it was that it had 1, 2, 3. We wanted to see a hold of support, and then it pushed right through the resistance. Now that you've gotten through that resistance, you don't want to see it back down there towards $2. You want it to hold about, I would say, 250s on pullbacks now and just continue on up, trying to headhunt up here towards this high. This high is 370. That'd be the next stop for me. And then from there, you could go for the 399s that are over here, $4, and looking for that push to continue going. So KULR, not a bad one there. A lot of volume coming into the move too, so it's looking good. All right, let's keep going. Roku down in after hours. That could have been earnings, but I'd have to take a look there to see if it was earnings. Let me take a look at least from the push down. Looks like yeah, to me this looks like it was probably an earnings beat, but let me, not a beat, but an earnings report that came out here. Let me see if we had Roku come out. All right, looking for some news right quick here. Looks like, yeah, we have some earnings that are coming out. So don't have them right now. I could pull them up on my Benzinga Pro, but I don't want to spend too much time on one stock. If you want RM, hit me up at the bottom, and I'll definitely go through it. Well, let's keep going. Roku is one that I'm looking to see if it can continue. The big level for Roku is 300. We just broke through that. Let it get back above 300 if you want to be bullish this name. If not, I would try to stay away from it right now because it's looking like it's trying to break down a major support, and I'd stay away. FSR earnings 20% short. I'll definitely keep that one on watch. FSR, Fisker looking like it's pushing on up there towards the 18, looking like it wants to break out. This is one that I clearly had called out when it was down here at 14 to have a catalyst going into November. What is that catalyst for Fisker? Is it's going to actually show you the car, the Ocean, at the Las Vegas Auto Convention. So if you're in Las Vegas and if you're in Los Angeles Auto Convention, go ahead and check that out, guys. You guys could go to it yourself. So just go to Los Angeles, LA, and go check out the Fisker Ocean. It's literally going to be right there for you. So if you want to check it out, you guys can take a look. Why is Fastly up 30%? I could take a look on my Benzinga Pro. Just give me 1 second. I'll start pulling that up for you, and I'll let you know why it's up 30%. But Fastly, let's take a look here on the chart. Looks like it pushed on up there. Nice looking chart here, to tell you the truth. I mean, if you draw kind of a trend line down with this right here, you could see how we pushed on up. But one thing to point is this high wick. You actually want to see it close above this, closer to the 60, to show you that continued strength going into tomorrow. So yes, you got a good push going right now in after hours. I'm sure this is based off of the earnings. I'll get you guys some updates on Fastly, but stick on the morning. The morning is where we do a lot of pre-market prep, and we talk about the earnings that came out. So I'm sure Fastly will be mentioned tomorrow on pre-market prep. All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Cold Roku. Triple BY, we talked about that. Palantir, Daniel Stocks is bringing in here. PLTR. I actually did like this stock to go for a dip buy this morning. Looks like that dip buy would have already got you a 3% gain. I am liking this one. I talked about it on live trading. As long as it can hold this 200-day moving average, it's still bullish for me and looking like it wants to get on through that $27 level and give us a breakout in Palantir and make a move towards 30 or 35. That's what I could see. I do like this name. Might take a swing trade through it tomorrow. We'll see what happens in Palantir. All right, another one mentioned in the chat, Hood. Hood actually went off on my alert today. If you guys were watching live trading with Benzinga, you would have heard when I got this alert right here through this 36.19. And you could see how it popped up and actually held that level, pushed up, came close to it, pulled back close to it, then pushed it off right off that level. I'm looking for Hood to do what's called the undercut and rally trade. Gil Morales has really taught me this trade. And if you take a look here on this chart, what you wanted to see is the stock kind of trying to break through the lows, look like it's going to crack down, and all of a sudden just do a nice reversal. I think you get that fill of the shadow at least, which will fill up to here to this 38.15. And so we still got a little bit of ways just to that number. But I think from that level, you got to see if you're going to continue to see an increase of volume. But I do think I like this reversal. I could attack that today off that 36.19, and I'm interested to see it continue moving. And definitely a nice hammer candy at the bottom there. Hood starting to get off the bottom and could keep going. SBEA, this is one that I wanted to keep an eye out on. This is Black Rifle Coffee. I talked about Bros, of course, and how Bros was going to do great. Who knows? Maybe SBEA does great also. I don't know too much about this coffee, so I haven't done the research. I'm going to order it myself so I can do some research, but I'll let you guys know. As this stock has been downtrending, I would use an hourly to just tell me when does the trend change. For me, it's still on this downward trend. When it pops above 11, it'll start adjusting that trend, and then you can see it start pushing towards 12. We'll see if Silverbox Engage Merger Corp, SBEA, does well. All right, catching up with the chat. There's a couple of stocks being mentioned. You guys smash the like. I'm going to be getting on out of here in about 3 minutes. So if you guys hit the like, I might give us a couple of minutes of overtime. But like always, smash that like button and hit the subscribe bell below. Let's keep going. What's going on? FSIL got Exxon deal. Well, one of the things with FSIL that I've been looking for is for other plays to get hot. I feel like this one already left the station, and so did Plug. So if you look at Plug, you could also see that one left the station. But I'm looking for some other ones like Pola to start getting strong. So look for this one to get strong tomorrow. I've been waiting for this one to break through 550. I think this one could get a breakout. So if you want to keep this one on radar with FSIL and Plug, keep that one on radar. Another one that I like is HTOO. I'm looking for this one to get hot through 14. What did we do today? We pulled back to the support, pulled right back up there towards the resistance. If this one breaks through 14 tomorrow, I would like to trade this one. So I'm going to keep this one on watch. I'm going to actually set an alert here through this kind of extended trend line from this price point. So we'll go ahead and just set an alert here at about 14, and it'll alert me, and I'll let you guys know on live trading if I get in this one. Back rifle look is good if you're long, strong, bold coffee. Hey, you know it. Beats in crypto, like smash. Let's keep it going. Let's go. EVAX news. I could get into that, but I'm really not all about the just going into the news here. If you want news, you can always download Benzinga Pro, free trial, guys. We'll get you guys into it. You don't even need a credit card. And if you want a discount code, I can provide you a discount code here. But like always, guys, if you want up-to-date news, just Benzinga Pro. It's as simple as that. I could pull it up for you guys, but then I'd take so much time on news that I wouldn't be able to knock out some charts. So let's keep going. Next one up, I want to talk about one that's being mentioned here, Mara, Beats and Crypto. You already hit the like. You deserve a stock covered. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Mara taking off there through the 60s, really strong now. I would want the 60s to hold and really keep going. Now, one thing you can point at is, do you see how this is really above the money flow? So the money flow here, of course, is definitely pointing towards an upside. As you can see, it's definitely, let me go ahead and point, it's up there towards 0.31. And if you can see when this stock pulled back, it actually went down to a negative 0.21. The zero line represents kind of the bullish and bearish here for the money flow, and it's continuing to kind of peak. I would want it to even get above this peak. This peak right here is, it went up to 40. So we want to see it get past 40, get on up there towards 50, 60s, and show you that the money is still flowing on the bullish side. One that I do like that I started seeing moving was Riot. Riot starting to set up for another breakout. Maybe you see Mara start pulling back and Riot break out. That's called relationship trading. And this is a lot of what Dennis Dick does. It's on pre-market prep. And this is the relationship. We're going to see it. Does Riot just take off and then Mara kind of taper down? That's what I'm going to be focused on. Another one that could lead you to the tapering off is Hut. Hut has been ripping. We'll see if this one can continue to make the move. But if it pulls back, look for the other ones to start moving, like Riot to start moving. I do like Hive to start moving, especially also if you start seeing these other names start going away. Another one that I like is BTCM. I'd be looking for this one to get hot, especially if you start seeing the interest go away from Mara. All right, what's up? What's up? Definitely smash the like. Last one I'm going to touch here. Bob. That was one that I talked about yesterday, MicroStrategy. I did like the break. Let's see how it's looking now. Oh, it's looking stronger than ever. At least for me, I really like this push right now from this 800. And you could hold maybe even towards today's low. Today's low is 711. So it's a little bit of a high range. So maybe you want to go a little bit closer. Maybe you want to get on up there towards, let's say, I would put it up to 750. And maybe you're taking off 750 and you're looking for that move to get on up there towards 850. I think that you'll get that break through 850 and get that next move on up towards 1,000. I'll go ahead and I'll go on a limb. I normally don't like to do price targets because that's not what I'm about here on Money Mitch. I'm not trying to give you guys just picks to completely copy, because for that, I mean, I'll go trade on eToro. I'm looking for you guys to find the way that I attack them and definitely stick with it. But I'll give you one on this one. I'll give $1,000 by the end of the year. So you're talking about a 20% move on up by the end of the year. We'll see if we can get on up there towards that resistance that you see right here. So somewhere in between 1,030, that's where I'd be looking for it to kind of slow down. That's where I would sell if I was long right now. And we'll see if MSTR can continue making that move. All right, looks like someone got in on 4. Hey, not a bad one, Backyard. If you got that one at 4, it's not a bad place to be. I don't like SOS or DPW, but those are also minor plays. Yeah, I don't like those either. That's why I don't mention them often. At least you won't see it. Clove felt it had a chance to break out today. Well, if you like Clove and you think that it has a chance to break out, stay tuned right here on Benzinga. We're going to release an interview with the CEO that was recorded with Jason Raznick just last week. Get ready, guys. I'm sure you'll release some more information as those earnings report comes out. But we're keeping an eye out on Clove. We're going to be putting out that interview, so stick around, guys. How do you see DSX? How you see DSX? Christian asking. That's the last one I'll do because I haven't seen Christian in the chat before. So definitely smash the like, guys. Looks like we have over 300 people here. We already covered the meme stocks. So if you just came for the meme stocks, I don't want you to feel like I tried to trick you. No, 100% we already covered it. Rewind. Find out why I feel GME is our indicator for the meme stocks, not AMC. I feel GME will lead, AMC will follow. So that's why I'm in AMC, looking for GME to continue being my leading indicator. I'll keep a watch on it. One that I'll mention here, so DSX being mentioned, DSX, Diana Shipping. I actually was looking at the shippers that can continue making a move. Let's take a look at the shipping industry and find where the hot ones are. This one looks okay, but it is pulling back. Let me take a look here at the monthly. What am I seeing? I'm seeing some bottoming action, but I'm not really seeing strength. There has been a lot of volume that has come in this year, but it hasn't really continued that push. Now, one thing it is doing is trying to continue this trend. So if you look here, you'll see how the trend has been holding, but now it looks like it could crack. And if it cracks through 4, you definitely don't want to be in this. So we'll see what happens with DSX, but let's take a look here at shipping. So shipping ports and ports. One that I liked in this area, and you guys can take a look at it, was ZIM. I actually called this one out yesterday in my Twitter. So I was looking for this one to continue. It had a great day yesterday and not a bad day today. Still up about 1.3%, up there to 54.96, looking like it wants to get through 55. We'll see if this one can continue making its move on up, and we'll see what happens there. GOGL is one that I'd keep on watch. It's cracked through the 200 days, so you need to get it back through 9, but it's one to definitely keep on watch. SBLK was one that ran early in the year, could catch that 200-day and start pushing back on up there from the 20s, and then you could hold off the 200-day moving average, which is trading right now at 1891. All right, guys, that's probably going to do it for me, at least on SBK. Last one I'm going to leave you on with, I know it's mentioned in the chat, was Outlet. This is one that I'm really trying to call the bottom. Do more of a Warren Buffett approach in this one. Outlet is definitely starting to push back. Let me see if I got my ad. I know I put an ad out there, but I didn't know if I was going to get filled. And yes, I did get my fill. So I'm actually now starting to really get up to a higher position size in this one. We'll see if this one can continue to run. Of course, this one's going to need kind of a change in story to really start moving. We haven't gotten that change in story, but we could get that change in story with some earnings that are coming out. The earnings report is going to be coming out, and then we'll pay attention to see if they can get around that FDA hit that knocked them down. Mitch, I'm super bullish on Baba. How about you? I'll take a look. I haven't, to tell you the truth, I haven't looked at Baba in a while. But one thing that helps you with Baba is that the news flow from China has gone away, right? You haven't been seeing a lot of news flow coming out of China, and so that helps. That gets people to start buying, and you very much could see that one kind of hold that bottom. What I would do is I would use a weekly to show me the bottoming action, and so let me close this. So if you can see right now, guys, we kind of came down. We kind of made this bottoming action. Then we came down. We made this bottoming action. I would look for us to attack that low one more time, maybe get closer towards 139, and then scoop on up, because then the stock would have done a move where it went up, down, up, then back down, catching that support one more time, and then making that lift. That's what I'd be looking for. Through 200 is really when it starts getting bullish, because it gets towards that 200-day moving average. And that's what a lot of traders defined as a stock is bearish or bullish if it's above or below the 200-day moving average. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to catch my breath, drink some water. Bomb episode, says Kevin. Hey, that's what it's all about. I hope that you enjoyed that. ZIM was definitely one that I talked about. Last November, I grabbed 1,000 Mara, someone says in the chat. Jojo Rabbit. Hey, Go Rabbit is more like it. If you got that one and you got the 1,000 Amara last year, then hey, power to you. I hope you made some great money on that trade. Thumbs up is what it's all about. Got my fill on Blueberry Hill. Hey, crypto, tell me about that one tomorrow. I'll be paying attention to it. Have a good one. See you guys next time. Like always, gives it a thumbs up. What were the tickers for the ports and ships again? I got you. I won't leave you hanging here. So what we want you to do is we need to go to industrials. We need to look for shipping and ports. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to look at this right here. What I did was I did it by capitalization, but you could do it by net change. So ZIM was one that I liked. GOGL. So ZIM, GOGL. DLC looking good. SBLK, interesting one if that one can come back. There's SB in this area. You also have NM that I actually traded and got stopped out of it, but for a very small gain. Was looking for this one to break out, but it didn't really. And then it actually started breaking down on the second. But we'll keep these on watch. Keep these on watch, because at the end of the day, trucking, supply issues, that has all played into it. We're going to keep watching. One of the stocks that I liked in trucking was USAK. Look how that stock's continued. And when did I draw this dot here? I drew it on October 20th. So you guys don't think I'm trying to cherry pick here. There you guys see it from the 20th to now. Already it's made a move about 21% higher from that level that I gave. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Enjoy what I do every single day. I try to get you guys to point the light in the right direction. At the end of the day, it's for you guys to take your own investment decisions and decide what you want to go ahead and trade. Like always, all information is for informational purposes only, not for trading advice. I want you guys to get better and learn from me. I like to attack things in a story, fundamentals, technicals perspective. Some people tell me, well, why don't you just only trade off the technicals and get that? No, I'm looking to combine story, fundamentals, and technicals to get me into higher probability names, higher conviction names, and that's how I go ahead and stay on top. You guys hit the like, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. Do you guys want to see me do more sector analysis? Do you guys want to see some more setups? How do I trade live? Do you guys just want to continue doing what we're doing, going through these stocks and finding the hot ones so that you guys can make the watch list right here on Money Mitch? Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time. And like always, guys, money in, money out. Keep it going, guys. We'll see. I ain't selling an AMC. I ain't selling. That's what I said. Let's go. We're the apes. Are we going to go to the moon? We'll see. See you next time on Money Mitch.